Gentlemen, good to see you both. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you
Thanks for
for being
having us.
here.
Good to be
I've
here.
I've spoken to you both for different projects in the past. I forget what. Actually, no, that's a lie because they were both zombie projects. That's definitely a
Oh,
lie.
Really?
is it on human?
Yeah, you run a human, and I think it was one of the Walking
That's
Dead
so fun.
things
I
we
knew
did
you
for
looked
you,
familiar,
Nicholas.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, I
So
did
funny.
Walking Dead World Beyond. Wait, so this is
Yeah.
the zombie
Good to see
crew.
you again, man.
So
We
it's like
we
a zombie crew,
survived.
absolutely. Um, Nicholas, 5 minutes into the show, we need to protect Marcel at all costs. That's what's going through my mind.
Mhm.
And I'm wondering, seeing those elements of that character that you really care about this, character who has a passion, he's there for everyone, but he's, got a lot of issues with his parents and everything, trying to find himself. What was that like reading that and actually then going and like filming it, that script to screen journey with that arc?
I mean, I knew that's where the depth was. I knew that's where the good stuff is, and I love getting to play both sides of that. And I think seeing how hopeful he is juxtaposed to how he's treated at home, it
Yeah.
really tells you a lot about how who Marcel is and
Yeah.
how he carries himself and what he believes is right in this world. Like he's
No,
just,
absolutely.
I'm with you, man. Protect Marcel. He's a little,
All at all costs.
yeah.
Uriah, it's interesting, right? Because these shows are movies that have kind of a sport component to it. Like this is about racing and cars and motorcycles. I feel like you can look at it at both ways. Like growing up watching sports films, is it a movie? Is it like a movie that has, racing in it? Is it a racing movie that has like a lot of kind of drama and like relationships in it? Or is it the other way around? Is it like coming of age that has kind of sports in it, right? How did this read specifically, this one, Motorheads? Because it's a mix of both.
You're right. It is a mix of both, and it's not just that, man. I mean, like
Yeah.
there's a huge racing component. I mean, the entire town of Ironwood, it's a racing town. You go to Texas, you get football towns. You go to Ironwood, it's a racing town.
Yeah.
But I think what Johnny, our show creator, did that was so excellent was he found this perfect balance between racing, high school drama, interrelationships, and also just mystery. I mean, there's a massive mystery element to the show, and I think that there really is a balance. I don't think you could call it necessarily a racing show that has this or a drama show that has racing. It's kind of just its own lane, man. It's just
Yeah.
all in one. It's comprehensive.
Oh, it's great. And Nicholas, I find it interesting as well because, I have my filmmaker hat on when I speak about these things, but it's like we'll see kind of some sequences with Marcel and everyone like at the shop or like figuring things out. And it's or at the restaurant, and it's like from the viewer perspective, it's like, runtime of what, 2, 3 minutes, and then goes to the next scene. But it's like there's a chance that a lot of those scenes might have taken you maybe like 1 or 2 days. Like sometimes they take a long time, right? Compared to what we see on screen. When that happens, does it feel like its own mini movie, like those big kind of scenes to film?
Yes.
Or yeah, like I'm wondering if that
Yes.
happens.
I
Yeah.
will say there's some moments where they bring out all the stops on the stunts in this show, and there's like these long nights that we'd go through with one big set piece, and
Mhm.
it really feels like its own self-contained thing. Like it's
Yeah.
I don't know. Can we talk about the street takeover? I mean, it's in episode 30.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
There were
somebody
some things I
somebody
was
said
gonna
that they
ask
watched six
Uriah that
episodes. I
could
was like,
be like
okay,
down
so
the road, but like, yeah, absolutely.
yeah, there was this massive street takeover sequence, and it was just like the longest night I think we had. We were there from like 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. and it was just like nuts. So it was so loud, it was so bright. It was like just it really felt like its own thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. Your character is really interesting to me because I feel like it presents itself like he's lost figuring things out with his family and friends, but like I do feel like he knows what he wants and like what he like, you know what I mean by that? Like I do feel like that a little bit with your character.
No, no, no. I think you're dead on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, humans are social creatures. Isolation's not native to us.
Yeah.
But sometimes we kind of get pigeonholed into that environment. With Curtis, man, he's a misunderstood guy that just, kind of got rejected from society. And I think a little bit of that is also Curtis rejecting society. He's like,
Yeah.
all right, cool, I'm gonna reject you before you reject me.
Yeah.
And that's why, when he sees Caitlin for the first time, it's just like, it's a shock of lightning to him. It's like, oh, I want to belong to them.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
he's
And
able to find that community and that sense of that. And, he's not alone anymore.
Yeah, and I love how the show very quickly does a really good job of like we care about these characters, we learn about these characters, but there is kind of a big picture of there might or might not be a race coming up that needs to be prepared for. There might or might not be a car that needs to be fixed, right? So I love that, and it kind of like keeps me in. But Motorheads on Prime, I can't wait for Prime Video. I can't wait for everyone to see it. Nicholas, Uriah, so good to see you both again. Thanks so much for your
Talk to you
time.
again, man. Happy
Great
birthday.
seeing you again, dude.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.